Hi folks, now I just want to make a short summary video really of what's going on in regard to direct provision. So we already know there are a few thousand people, I think it's around 5,000 or maybe a bit more people who are currently in direct provision. And you know, these people are awaiting the judgments on their asylum applications, and they're coming from countries like Nigeria, Pakistan, South Africa, Cameroon, Zambia, Georgia, Albania, several other countries across Africa as well, and some from the greater Middle East. Now you know as well as I do, these people are not fleeing for their lives. These people are simply posing as asylum seekers to try and get refugee status. And there are certain incentives for that, why they dishonestly do this, why they try and basically scam the system. You know, there's reasons why they do this, and that is one is that they can get their citizenship fast tracked. Two is that they've a better chance of getting a house, getting up the housing list. Three is that they can bring in loads of their family members, in inverted commas. They can bring in up to, in some cases, 10, 12, 13 supposed family members. This is another scam that goes on. So basically what should happen, like, see, you have to realize a lot of these, what would you call them, schemes are, quite a few of them are state sponsored, like government programs, and many of them are scams. Many of them are, you know, tax grabs. And this is what's going on with direct provision. That basically you have certain people that benefit hugely from direct provision. You have the people who provide the accommodation and the services for these people posing as asylum seekers. You also have the solicitors. I mean, the solicitors are laughing all the way to the bank. The solicitors love this because every time, first of all, people when they first come in and they apply for asylum, and most of the time it gets rejected, and all the repeat applications. Now there you go. That's no wonder solicitors are so behind this, and they are so pushing it in the media and everywhere else, because they are just making so much money out of it. So think about that. Think about how dishonest you have to be to fleece the ordinary Irish people just because you are going to make a nice bit of money out of it. This is what solicitors are doing. So to have no sympathy at all for solicitors, they are promoting this scheme. They are knowingly aiding and abetting the fleecing of ordinary Irish people through this corrupt direct provision scheme. That's the reality. And just one more thing, folks, before I finish, and that is, why do you see so many kids in direct provision? And there's a very good reason for that, and that is the fact that the more kids you know, a woman has or a family has in direct provision, the better chance her situation will be looked on favourably, and citizenship will probably be sped up. They'll probably get bumped up the housing list, and so on. This is a strategic thing that quite a few of the people do in direct provision. They might come in with no kids or one kid, and then 3 or 4 years later they got 3 or 4 more kids. You know, this, like I said, is knowingly fleecing, scamming the system. You know, and all of these people, all these kids, all these extra people in direct provision are, you know, we have to pay for them. We have to pay for their accommodation, to pay for their education, sometimes even the third level. You know, pay for their food and drink. We have to contribute money to free legal aid, which these bloody solicitors are part of as well. This whole thing is a racket, folks. You have to realise it's a complete racket, and the media are on board with it. The politicians are on board with it. The NGOs are on board with it. NASC, the Immigrant Council of Ireland, are completely promoting it and fooling and lying to the Irish people. All these groups are lying to the Irish people: the solicitors, the media, the NGOs. The politicians. It's a complete and utter scam. They are fleecing the Irish people for over 150 million per year for this absolutely corrupt system, folks. This is what's going on. I'm just telling you the facts of the situation. So please, can you let people know about this? Pass this video on to people. This is what's going on, and I just want people to know, because I don't want Irish people to be basically have their money stolen out of their pockets because of this direct provision, this corrupt system, which is going on now for 18 years, and it's an absolute disgrace.